Hi everybody, this is the drummer coming back at you with my final video of 2020 where I will show off every comic I bought this year. Now don't worry, it's not going to take that long as I only purchased 19 comic books this year. I got back into comics in 2019 and I was collecting mostly Silver Age, kind of mid-level keys. As well as I set out for myself getting Fantastic Four 1 through 100. Well, this year started out along the same path with the idea of how I was going to collect. And then I decided, actually heard someone talking about, like, if you're trying to do a run, you really should try and go after the big keys first. Otherwise, you might never complete it. Either the keys will get too expensive or, so you end up getting stuck with all these books that are part of a run and not completing it. So that, this was maybe about February, like totally changed my mindset towards how I was going to collect books and what my goals were for the rest of the year. And you'll see how that played out. So without any further ado, let's jump into it. The first book I'm going to show is actually a modern book. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 49, I believe, in the legacy numbering 850. I do not really collect modern books. I have a few if I really like the cover. I saw this and I thought, I like this book a lot. This is a book I want to have. Love the Bruce Timm art, as well as, if you don't know, this is kind of an homage to Amazing Spider-Man 59, the first ever cover appearance of Mary Jane. She's got the same silver sparkly dress on. She's up on stage. I don't know the story. I don't know exactly what she's doing, but I love that this is an homage throwback to her first ever appearance. So pick that up. Grab this guy as well. This is a cool Bernie Wrightson Swamp Thing. Love that cover. And then I have a bunch of unslabbed Fantastic Four books. We've got number 47, 62, 63, 80, and 82. And I thought I would pick up more of that stuff this year. It just hasn't happened, and I'm okay with that. You know, those random books that fill out the top 100, we'll get to in time. So now into the slabs. This was the first book I got in 2020. I actually paid for it January 1st and picked it up a couple days later from a local guy here. And again, at this time, I was still on the idea of, I'm going to buy kind of like mid-level Silver Age, Bronze Age keys. And this is Journey into Mystery 112 with this really cool Hulk versus Thor cover. And then a bit of a theme here. We picked up Avengers 10, the first Immortus. I've got Avengers 6, the first Baron Zemo. And the big one of this bunch, Avengers 8, the first Kang. And this has been obviously a good pickup. I think I said it in the video I posted at the time. You figure this guy's coming to the MCU. So this book has shot up quite a bit from what I paid for it right at the start of the year. So very happy to have that. Then this next one, as we get into the FF, this is actually the most recent book I got, as it is currently Christmas Day right now. And my wife got me this for Christmas. So this is FF, 66. I've got 67 up on the wall, also in a 6.5. So I told her this would be a good grade to shoot for, as I kind of like the idea of the two of them being a pair. So that's the most recent book, and probably what will end up being the last comic that I receive in 2020. Maybe not purchase, but receive. Mail's having a tough go of things right now. And then we get into more FF keys. So I absolutely love this book, love the cover. This is Fantastic Four number 12, first meeting of the FF and Hulk. This is, I think, a really cool 2.0. This is like right up my alley, what I'm looking for. There's a decent like 2-inch spine split, okay, which is why this book is a 2.0, as well as a pretty decent tear on the cover there. But I like it. You look at the rest of the book, it's really nice colors, it's pretty clean, and as we say, presents really well. So happy to have that, and for the price that I got it for. As the grades above that, even 3s, 4s are getting quite expensive. Next up, this is Fantastic Four number 8, the first Puppet Master. It's the first book that I've purchased from Comic Connect. Got that earlier in the year. It's in a video. Here's another one you haven't seen that I just got very recently, last week. This is Fantastic Four number 7. Now, this is probably my least favorite cover of the top 10. But what I like about this is it's got a really cool date stamp on there. So even though maybe not the coolest cover, neat to have that date stamp, which is July 10th, 1962. Next, we have another book that I think presents really well for its low grade. It's got issues, it's got some water staining, but again, it presents well for its grade. And that is Fantastic Four number 6. Second appearance of Dr. Doom. Third appearance? No, second appearance of the Silver Age Submariner, and the first what they call team-up in Marvel Comics of supervillains. So the two of them versus the FF. That's another one that is shooting up quite a bit in all grades. So happy to pick up like a low grade copy that looks good. Speaking of Submariner, earlier in the year, I grabbed his first Silver Age appearance in Fantastic Four number 4. This is another one. The recent sales of this book are quite a bit more than what I got this for earlier in the year, so very happy with that. And then speaking of books shooting up in price, and again, this is where I guess it really does pay off to go after those big keys. So when I decided, all right, I'm going to, instead of spending money every month, I'm going to save up, I'm going to go for bigger keys. This is my absolute holy grail. This is my top book, if I had to pick just one. Fantastic Four, number 5, first appearance of Dr. Doom. I've got this in again, a nice presenting 3.0, and the sales of this book are just going through the roof, as I'm sure many of you know. This grade alone, they're going for around 5K. I don't think they'll stay there very long. It just looks like they're going up and up. So really, really happy that I got that in the first quarter of the year, okay? It's already gone way up from what I paid. And then finally, even though FF5 is really my favorite, as Dr. Doom is my favorite villain, I managed this year, to get a Fantastic Four number 1. 2.5, picked this up in September, was the culmination of selling a lot of other stuff that I collect, non-comic books, and saving. Really happy with what I got this for. I've seen this book not in recorded GPA sales, but sales online through other sources, already go for about $2,500 more than I paid for it in the end of September. So just in the last few months, it's already had that much of an increase. So really ecstatic that I got this when I did. And obviously that'll go a long way to completing the run. As really the big ones that I'm looking for now are 2 and 3, number 13, which is the first appearance of the Watcher. Still need a 9 and 10, but I mean, they're not crazy. And I have most of the other big keys. You might be able to see the Galactus trilogy behind me there, and the first appearance of Black Panther. So I'm doing pretty well on my FF run. I don't know if I will complete it in 2021. I kind of figure whenever cons get back again, when we get through this COVID thing, that would be a good time to maybe search out, find a lot of these, you know, the random issues in the run in person at shows. So we'll see. I have another big Marvel key that is on my hit list for 2021. Another number 1 issue. So we'll see if I can find one of those before it gets out of reach. And hopefully we'll be able to get to share that with you guys all as well soon. So that's it. That's the rundown of every comic I purchased this year. I hope everyone has managed to stay safe and healthy, and hopefully 2021 is a better one for us all. Thanks for watching. Have a good Christmas and New Year, and we'll see you all soon. Take care.